We are live.
Hey, Ashton.
Oh, Ashton.
Not showing nobody though.
I don't know why it does it. I don't know.
How are you doing tonight?
Can you hear us good?
Oh no, it's showing.
He was just in there so fast I didn't have time to register him on the counter.
Good, and yes, I can hear you. Okay, good.
Good. That's all that matters, I reckon. Maybe we'll get a couple thousand people in here tonight.
Yeah, right. It'd be nice, huh?
Mm-hmm.
Did you have a good birthday?
Yeah, fast
tonight, Ashton, she says.
Yeah, he was in here so fast, Betty, that it didn't have time to register him on the little counter up here.
Well, it ain't registering her now neither.
Yeah. He said, yes, he did. Had a good birthday.
That's good. Yeah, I don't think that counter's right.
No, I don't know nothing about this thing. You, yeah. Yeah, it's probably got something to do with it. He's quick on the draw. Are you ready for that weather tonight, Betty?
They call me John Wayne.
John
I
Wayne.
can't see past this thing. There we go. Uh-oh.
Yeah, it's supposed to get up, I think 6 inches of rain tonight, too. Real high winds and rain. They've already canceled a bunch of schools.
Yeah. Well, they're on delays, too.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I think that's calling for up to 6 inches of rain before in the morning. I ain't worried about that. It's a real strong wind gust and they get you.
Mm-hmm.
They're expecting a lot of flooding tonight too. I've been getting alerts on my phone all day about the flooding that's supposed to happen tonight and tomorrow from all this rain. It's the usual be ready stuff. Yeah. Yeah, I look for it to.
I'll be right back.
I look for our power to go out at the house in Waynesville. I'm sure they'll let us know here sometime after a while if it's not working or not.
Buddy?
So maybe it won't get real bad. My goats will not like it. Yeah. How many goats do you have, Betty? Oh wow, yeah. You got a herd then. We want to get maybe 3 or 4, just to old brush goats, as my daddy called them, just to put in the bottom of the field here and let them eat all that down, keep it all eat down pretty good. 5 are very old, yeah.
Do you mind?
But yeah, if we never get the fence built, we want to get 3 or 4. I don't want a whole herd of them like that, but because it'd be so hard to keep in, especially the way we're in and out all the time. And if all I did was just sit here and watch them 24/7, then it won't be that bad. Nubian milk goats, yeah. That's what my daddy likes, them Nubians. They got some of them like brown and white, boer goats. Them things are expensive too. You can sell them things for a fortune. You got a herd of boer goats and you're sitting on a gold mine. That's too lazy to get that much, yeah. That's the only bad thing about it is you got to have a good fence for goats. Which, I mean, is a good thing too, though. I mean, so when I get this fence hopefully done, it'll be good enough to keep 3 or 4 in. That's the plan anyway.
Buddy.
Our gravel delivery was canceled for tomorrow because it's supposed to get so much rain and mud here. Rescheduled for next week.
I put clothes in the dryer.
Yeah, it ain't. Really, if it's that muddy, I wouldn't want to deliver it neither or something. I can't really hold that against them. So.
She got what, 20 goats?
Yeah.
Hey, we need some goats.
That's all I'm saying. We're going to get 3 or 4 and put in the bottom after we get it fenced in.
Yeah.
You watch our video of the waffle maker, Betty? Oh, yeah, I know she did because she commented on it. Is it?
And what, the waffle maker?
Yeah. She
I
just
went-
liked it.
I went and got
You finally found them.
the toaster and the cheese grilled maker tonight. I'm away home from work.
Yeah, she found 2 more pieces of the My Mini set. And it's the only bad thing about it is the sandwich maker's red. It ain't blue like the rest of them. I don't know if they're if they come in separate. You know.
Ashton said he wants to see the grilled cheese. Yeah, the only thing bad about the grilled cheese is all of it's blue. My Pioneer Women stuff's blue, and all our little My Minis are blue except for the cheese grilled maker, and it's red because they didn't have blue.
Yeah.
They didn't have it at the store in Morristown, and they didn't have it at the one in Newport.
Does the toaster use much power? Well, we don't know. We ain't tried it yet. She's wanting to do another video on them, so we're going to open them as we do the video. But I do have the meter that you can plug up into the wall, and it tells you exactly how much power they use. So I'll probably do that with the rest of them, and then like on that when you do those videos, I can go over like how much power the other ones use too.
Mm-hmm.
Like
Okay.
plug them in or whatever.
Yeah.
But the toaster, the only thing about it is it only does 1 piece of bread.
Mm-hmm.
It don't do 2. I guess that's why it's called a My Mini. If it uses a lot of power, we'll chunk that thing and get a regular toaster that holds 2 pieces of bread.
Well, we have a regular toaster.
Here?
Yeah.
Do we? Well,
Yeah, under the bar.
but we'll find out how much power it uses, though.
I just don't use it because I can use the air fryer, I can use the oven, I can use.
Yeah, we mainly use the air fryer to cook pretty much everything.
Yep.
And it cooks meat, cooks steaks in it. You can cook hot dogs in it.
Half the amount of time.
Yeah, you ain't got to boil hot dogs no more. Stick them in an air fryer and let them go in 2 or 3 minutes. You're good.
I need to find a My Mini air fryer. But I like the air fryer we have. Should have done a video on it when we got it.
Mm-hmm.
But we didn't.
Well, the My Mini stuff is, I mean, it's kind of understandable to do videos on those because they're like tiny and space saving and energy saving.
Yeah.
And that's just a regular air fryer. If there's something special about it, maybe, but
It is special. It keeps everything, it cooks everything in half the amount of time and makes it taste better.
yeah, but 900 bazillion people have one just like it too.
Yeah, true that.
They'll have them My Minis when everybody finds them in the stores and stuff. I mean, but
Yeah.
use the toaster oven a lot. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, we might, like I said, we mainly cook everything in that air fryer. It cooks pretty much everything we have.
And the air fryer is supposed to be healthier than anything else because it don't take no oil or nothing.
Yeah, it's supposed to get the grease will drip out in the pan too.
Mm-hmm.
When it gets warm again, we'll use the grill outside more again.
Yeah, the black griddle.
Yeah. Because when it's warm, I ain't gonna do it when it's cold, but I'm too lazy to walk outside on porch, stand on porch and freeze to death. But
Me too.
when it's warm outside, we use the grill a whole lot to cook.
That and it keeps the house from being hot
Yeah.
instead of doing the oven or. But that's why we got the air fryer so the house won't get hot
Mm-hmm.
when we didn't use the grill.
Yeah, we also have one of those induction cooktops too. Like if we run out of gas, we can break that thing out if we have to like boil something or something like that. Well, you'll like that little waffle maker then, babe, because it just makes small waffles, but it cooks them like in 3 to 4 minutes. So you put that stuff on there, and about 3 minutes later, they're done.
Mm-hmm.
3 or 4 minutes. And they're not gooey on the inside or nothing. I mean, it actually does pretty good. I'm still kind of impressed by that egg thing. It done pretty good. But that waffle thing, it cooks them really fast.
Yeah. And that one's like what was that one, like a 3-inch?
5 and 5.5, I think.
They have another one at Walmart that's like a 7.5-inch or 7-inch.
The My Mini one?
No, it's not a My Mini. It's
Oh.
It's a waffle maker, and it's if you look at this display next to the My Mini, it's right directly beside it, and it's like $2 more. But it don't say My Mini on it.
Well, it don't qualify for the My Mini.
No, but I'm saying if she wants a little bit of a bigger one.
Oh. I'll get one. Yeah.
Hey, we're advertising for Walmart.
Yeah, we need to get a cut off Walmart. Maybe the CEO of Walmart will see that video and offer us $1 bazillion to advertise the toaster. Then we just have the road paved. We wouldn't have no more gravel put in there. We just have them come over and pave it.
Right.
Or concrete. Be concrete out there.
Right. Oh. Yeah.
Yeah, they're all $8.99. All the My Mini stuff is
$8.98. But yeah.
$8.98. Yeah, all that My Mini stuff is $8.98.
They also have a noodle thing. But
That's a rice cooker.
A rice cooker, but I don't really see it beneficiary.
Yeah, you just cook a little dab of rice in it.
It wouldn't even make like a serving size.
Yeah. Yeah, they have that little, it's a rice, I guess, steamer or cooker, whatever you want to call it.
It said noodles and rice is what it says on it.
Yeah. They're mainly used for rice, so like steaming rice or whatever. They have that too, but for our family, I don't see the purpose of getting that because you couldn't. It's not probably half a cup of rice in it, maybe.
It wouldn't even be enough to feed both of us.
Yeah. And I don't like rice like that. I used to when I was a kid, but
I don't either unless it's flavored. I don't like it.
I like the beef and chicken rice and stuff like that.
We're done losing our people. We're boring them.
Yeah. Ashton's all about the grilled cheese.
Tell me how to come and try one, Ashton.
Yeah.
You'll have to come and try it out when I do it. I'll wait for you if you come down.
You'll be waiting a long time. You got right. Yeah, we got
Yes.
we got tons of rice put back, Ashton.
You can come sample the cheese grilled sandwich when I make it.
We have enough rice put back to feed a small Chinese village.
I know that's right.
I mean,
Ooh, pumpkin butter.
I ain't never even heard of that, to be honest with
Me
you.
neither.
Pumpkin butter.
You have to send us the recipe for that.
Yeah. Every time we go to what's the name of that store, the big Walmart? Sam's Club.
Sam's.
They have 50-pound bags of rice for $24. And I had to grab one or two. But we don't go there a lot. I think we only went there once last year.
Mm-hmm.
And we're going to go probably here in
But
the near future and grab something.
But we've got what? 1, 2, 3
And we've had those three for a while.
Four.
Staying, put them in.
here, and then we've got 3 or 4 at the other house.
And we just haven't put them in the Mylar yet.
I know we're slacking.
We've got probably 200 pounds of pinto beans we ain't put up yet. Like apple butter. Yeah. It says like apple butter.
I made a bunch of apple butter.
I'd say you'd probably make it about the same.
Probably.
Let's figure out what else you can make to get our 1 million subscriber video out. I like apple butter.
Yeah, you have to come get some more.
Did you ever give him any?
Yeah, I gave him and Zach both some.
Oh, yeah.
I gave him applesauce, apple butter, and apple pie filling.
Did you eat it, Ashton, or did you take it home and throw it away?
Might have given it to his grandma.
I want to make some more pickles this year.
I know we need to do some more. And some more salsa.
Even if I have to buy the cucumbers, I want to make some more pickles.
No, I'm going to plant them. You're going to have my greenhouse done by then.
Yeah. Maybe. Just use pumpkins and
Yeah.
apples, yeah. Lord, we fed a bunch of big pumpkins to the chickens
Mm-hmm.
after Halloween.
We still have pumpkins here.
Mm-hmm.
Well, we did a video on a bunch of them.
Yeah.
Zach stole his.
Zach stole mine.
You'll have to come get more.
Yeah. Well, it ain't like she ain't got like 500 bazillion more jars of it. Because you remember y'all brought like 100 bushels of apples down there, Ashton. Or up here, I'm sorry.
And I sliced them and peeled them and used them.
Yeah. Well, actually, we let them sit in the chicken barn up there. I got cheap pumpkins. Yeah, that's the best I can get them. But we let the 2 or 3 crates of those apples sit in the chicken barn until they got like real mushy, and then we fed them to the chicken. And they eat every one of them.
We gave some more to the deer outside too, because me and Caden were out there. What, yesterday, day before? And he
You're welcome.
and he was pointing them out, the deer apples.
We talked about them every time we go through there.
Yeah.
So, yeah, there's a big pile behind the barn, and then there's still a few down at the bottom down there at the camper.
Mm-hmm.
Which one? The apple butter one? Video? Or she might be talking about the pumpkins.
Maybe.
Just put a video on here about apple butter and something like pumpkin something, maybe.
No, I didn't.
No, we just fed the.
We did the pumpkins. We just fed to the chickens for the dewormer. Is what we used them for.
A little, Ashton, not a lot. Been in them apples, but
the camera ain't working still.
Yeah, that camera down there ain't. Well, actually, it's over here now, but it wasn't doing nothing, so I took it down.
So the only way we know is if we're driving in and out when we see them.
Yeah. I got to replace that camera down there, but the cameras up here still work. Just the one at the gate.
Oh, speaking of camera, earlier when I was at work, I seen that dog on it again.
Yeah, I did too. I know. Either I wish I got more depth. Yeah, if you go back and search our videos, you'll see one about apple butter, but the pumpkins is what we used. You can use those for dewormers for animals. The pumpkin seeds is like a really good natural dewormer for chickens and goats, cows, basically anything that eat it. It basically, I think they say that it like paralyzes the worms inside the animal to where they can pass them out. But you can give them to chickens or anything, and it actually works really good when you do.
Starting to get a few people in here now.
We try to give them to animals at least twice a year. So like once in the spring and once in the winter, something like that. And they actually eat everything but the rind or whatever you call it off there.
Yeah, the outside.
Yeah. Yeah, you should ask Ashton there, Betty. He got like 50, what do you call them, bushels of apples and brought them here.
Yeah. Well, got them over in Canton at Nicole's at Feeding the Multitude.
I've seen apple sauce, apple butter, apple peelings. There's apples.
Apple pie filling.
Until I am absolutely sick of apples. I can walk outside and still smell apples.
Oh, we dumped more apple deer stuff out too. That bag stuff.
Mm-hmm. Hey, but they did come with some pretty neat little plastic bushel baskets that we kept. We use those for a little bit of everything.
Yeah, I use them for carrying wood. And
nesting boxes. And,
I use them to, what do you call it, where I take it in there and
like
ship
a sifter.
Yeah, to clean the rabbit or the chicken cage.
Yep. So as of right now, we're still not sure if the shipping container deal is going to work or not. But like I said, at first he says he was all about getting it in here, and now he's saying he don't know if he can get it in here or not. And he's wanting videos and pictures and everything of where it's going, the road, the whole 9 yards. And it ain't 25, 30 minutes away whenever he just right here and look at the road. That just don't make no sense to me. I even offered to pay him to come out here and look at the road, see if he get it in here or not. And we're not asking people to do stuff for free by no means. So. Yeah, the wooden crates, yeah. Yeah, if you remember, well, no, it was before your time, Ashton, but my daddy worked for Barber's Orchard on Boston, and he drove the truck for them, and they come in boxes, but if you bought them up at the orchard, they come in the wooden crates. Whenever I was young, I was real little, like elementary school, like first, second, third grade, they let me lay out of school a whole lot driving, but my daddy would go deliver those apples everywhere. Well, as far as putting it down there, yeah, they could definitely put it there, but that's so far away from the house here that I'd be kind of worried about like putting expensive stuff in it. I mean, we don't have anything that expensive. I got a Harley, and we got a few just simple things, that I would put in it.
I was reading up on Facebook. It says that Haywood County schools are on a 2-hour delay out of abundance of caution. The National Weather Service has issued a weather warning for heavy rain, strong winds, possible down trees, flashing floods, and icy conditions.
It might. If it gets real cold, it'll freeze a lot of it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Barbers charging for cardboard box night. Yeah, I wouldn't doubt that. The original people don't even own that no more, They can't even drill wells. What's the weight on one of those containers empty? Honestly, I don't know. I'd have to Google that and see what it is. But the people at Barber's Orchard, the original family, they sold it all out pretty much and started selling like lots. Where people, their houses all over that mountain now. But none of those houses can drill a well because there's so many chemicals sprayed on those trees that all the water up there is contaminated with poison. So there was a big ordeal about that a few years ago. Well, it's been several years ago. So the town of Waynesville had to run water lines all the way up there. That's been quite a while. But Arkansas, I'm not sure, buddy. I'll have to Google that and find out. It's just there's so many. I ain't gonna say there's like real bad turns up here, but it's like the gravel. People are intimidated about coming up here, which is a good thing. I mean, but not when you want stuff like that. But I could dry in a shed. I could build a shed and dry it in for that same price. So, if you get an excavator, could it be? Yeah. Actually, what I want to do is I want to get an excavator up here and dig out into the bank and stuff like that, and just get it. Because where I'm putting that, I want to put it back far enough to where I can still build my shop in front of it. Because I'm going to build a shop one way or another up here. If I have to build it out of just dead trees, I guess I'm going to build it one way or another.
Well, we talked about putting it down where the other building is, but it'd be harder to get up here to it.
Yeah.
Or it'd be harder for them to bring it up here.
Yeah, I don't know if you're on the videos, if you noticed, but off our front porch, you can see where my little utility trailer is that I pull behind my truck. It's an enclosed little trailer. Was thinking about setting right there where that's sitting at, and kind of fixing it up right there.
But it's hard to turn that.
It'd be hard to get up in there on that driveway. Is there any place down there to rent excavators? There used to be a place just not too far from here, Ashton, but they shut down. So, but the thing about it is, it's those small excavators, and this place is.
It's going to take a big one.
It's going to take a big one. They have to have a big excavator in here. One of the little ones just ain't going to do it. So if we could get a big one in here for like a full day or 2 days, that'd be all I needed. I'm going to get that spot, a bigger pad pushed in there and dug into the bank and around, make it all a bigger spot. Because I want to build at least a 24 by 40, at least. That way I can get in there and move around. I ain't never had a shop, so I want one big enough that I can at least pull a car in there and walk around it. And if I have to turn it sideways, I got plenty of room. Probably. I mean, if you pull it up the hill, you're still quarter to half a mile from our driveway, our basic, where you start up on our property. So, I mean, they'd have to pull it a long way. I mean, Mobile Home Toter pulled this trailer in here, this mobile home in here, so I don't understand the problem with them not wanting to pull that in here. But, I mean, it is what it is. If they can, they can. I think it can be done.
And this trailer sat down there where the shop's going to be.
Yeah.
For a while, and then we moved it up here.
Had a dozer pulled it up. Yeah. But yeah, an excavator could, but I mean, like I said, some of the people I got to look at online, and some of the people deliver those shipping containers actually have the little I don't know what they're called, like little machines, like they move buildings with. They put tires under one side and then put that little thing that looked like a forklift under the other side and drive it. Some of the people that deliver those containers have that same equipment. Now, if they had that, I don't know if they could get it up there or not. I honestly think that he could get in here with a truck. It would be real tight, but I mean, I don't know. I've never delivered one. Like I said, for the money, I could dry in a shed to put stuff into. The biggest thing is have somewhere to store stuff right now, because the catch-all room here is just completely full of. I can't see it in the camera over there, but it's completely full of 5-gallon buckets of food and
everything.
Just everything you can think of. Tools, yeah. Because I don't have a shed outside. I have my enclosed trailer, but I don't want to put all my tools in that, because the ones that's here, I use them all the time. So if I get just a shed put out there, I'd be perfectly fine with that until I got my shop built. And then eventually I could always dig into the bank and lay block, for some type of root cellar into the bank. That's kind of what I was wanting to do with the container. I was wanting to bury it into the bank and use it for a root cellar. That was kind of the purpose of the container. But the more I read about them, they're saying not to do that because the earth shifts so much it could cave the walls in on it and stuff like that. They're not really supported. You'd have to go in there and frame up a bunch of stuff inside of it to make it last. But I mean, I was going to anyway, because I was going to build like a little separate room in the back of it, to store the food in, kind of make it like a dry storage back there, kind of like a cooler type thing. And just leave the front of it out, open, like the first 12 feet of it, just for like tools and stuff like that. I watched it. It's been a couple years since I watched it, but there's a video on here. Some guy buried a shipping container, just the back half of it in, just left like the first 4 or 5 feet of it where the doors are sticking out, but he put big rocks up to it. And that's kind of the way I want to do. That's kind of where I got that idea from, anyway. But none of that's really going to matter if they won't bring them in here. Or I was just tickled to get that 5 ton of gravel. I mean, that just tickled the crap out of me to have that gravel dump down there. And him to actually say he was going to bring some more. I mean, that was a big thing in itself right there. I told him to ask the driver if he thought he'd get that big truck in. And if he can get the big truck in to dump some out there where the ruts are. One load to there.
Yeah.
Just to kind of fill those ruts in. Did it dry that mud hole up pretty good? Yeah. We're still kind of right in the curve right there where that mud hole is. Actually, it's kind of a low spot. So I mean, I need to put some more in there. But I mean, yeah, it's really good right now. I don't have no way of scraping it or anything like that. If I had a tractor with a scrape on it, then I could doctor it up pretty good. But I may need to look into buying a tractor and a scrape, just to be honest with you, just keep the road up. Or something to scrape the road with. I had a 24 by 22 miles storage on it. Yeah. Yeah. 24 by 22, is that, I mean, how is that like for size and as far as putting a car in and working on it? Is it a pretty good size for like one to work on one car in there? Or, and yeah, actually, at least a track hoe or a skid steer. Yeah. I wouldn't mind having a good track hoe, the backhoe and stuff on it. Two-car
Two-car
garage.
garage.
Yeah. Yeah, that's basically what I want. I want to put two garage doors on it, and then I want a man door in the middle.
See some on Marketplace all the time for good prices.
Yeah.
Cats are fighting.
Yeah, I've seen a few on Marketplace actually, and sometimes you find some really good deals on them, but if I had a little skid steer, that'd be perfect too. I mean, I could, just basically have them dump the gravel somewhere, and I can just scoop it up and take it on. But I kind of want to have, in a way, I want to go ahead and get the shipping container and just get that over with. But in a way, I'd rather get a excavator up here first and have them flatten it, and then dump gravel, and make a good gravel pad right there.
Mm-hmm.
Make sure it's good and solid before we put something on it. Because we got to get at least gravel on this side of the road here, and just to see if we can get a concrete truck in here. Because that'd be, I don't know if that would even happen or not, just to be honest with you. Because I'd want a concrete floor.
Yeah.
Foundation. And what I want to do is build a concrete pad, or have a concrete pad built, and then a post and beam type barn, like a, what do you call them things?
Pole barn?
Yeah, like a pole barn type thing is what I want to build. Instead of the traditional stick built stuff like 2x4s, I want to build like a pole barn, take 6x6s and strap it and stuff like that. Yeah, his skid steer to scrape our road all the time. Yeah, that's what I'd use it for all the time too, actually, if I had one up here. Probably never get off of it. I'd wire it out. But I had that dozer up here for a year and a half, almost 2 years, and I never really used that thing that much.
Mm-hmm.
To be honest with you, it wasn't mine, and I was afraid of breaking it. I was afraid of tearing it up. And that, I did flatten what is flattened down there now. The best it is right now is whenever me and Jordan went down there playing on that dozer, scraping into the bank and stuff. That's twice as wide as it is now. Plus firewood and everything. Yeah. But if I still had that thing up there, I'd lay in that bank with it pretty good. But I don't have it. Now that I know what I want to do there. One of the guys I worked with basically loaned me a bulldozer and just brought it up here and just basically left it for almost 2 years. And told me, he said, use it all you want, just keep fuel in it, do what you want to do with it. But I was also afraid of tearing it up or breaking it. I didn't really mess. I may have, in almost 2 years, I may put 20 and 30 hours on it, and that's it. But that's just scraping the road down, keeping the road kind of scraped with it. That, and I done the lower driveway there with it.
Yeah.
And pushed all that out and then fixed the road up there. And that road's actually a good road. And it ain't no steeper than this in here. So, just the main thing right now is just gravel. The rest of it I can kind of work around. But if we can get enough gravel on the road just from this side of the rock up to us,
Mm-hmm.
then I wouldn't have no problems with it. Be nice to get some.
Yeah, it would.
But if you think about it, just by putting that gravel in that curb down at the gate, that changed everything for us right there. There's still a little slick right past it right there, up to you get the other patch there.
Mm-hmm.
But I mean, you can still come right on in here now when it rains and muddy and everything.
Yeah.
Because we're in the middle of mud season right now. We don't have really a winter. We have a mud season. And it's mud up here is something else. I ain't never been in no mud like this. You don't sink in the mud up here. It's almost like a gel film on top of it, and you just slide. It's like ice. It's hard as rock, but it's just slick. You barely can stand up in it.
Yeah, if you went on Saturday
And usually Sunday's free. Yeah. That thing about it though is up here now. I don't know of anywhere around here that even rents them now. I can do some more research on it, but honestly, I haven't looked into it that much. That because the store down here that did rent them out, they went out of business and sold all their equipment.
Mm-hmm.
Because the last time we even looked at it, I mean, your dad was going to rent one.
Yeah. And that's been over 5 years ago.
Yeah. So I mean, they've been closed at least 2 or 3 years.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm sure Morristown has a place somewhere up there that you can rent that stuff. But I seen a little skid steer on there. It wasn't a real bad price though here recently. I would look, but I don't want to look right now while we're on here. But it'd be kind of rude. But I mean, we got plenty of time to fix it. You know, it's every year something gets a little better and something gets a little worse.
Mm-hmm.
That is the problem with buying just rough land, you know. But honestly, I wouldn't trade it for nothing. I like it.
Yeah.
It's definitely back in the boonies, and that's what we're shooting for.
Mm-hmm. My legs are falling asleep.
We was wanting a place because going tired skid steer track. Yeah. It don't matter to me, Ashton. I'll take either one because you can buy the tracks for the tires. They sell little tracks. You can put a cap right over the tires now for on them things. I take whichever one I could get. But yeah, we was looking for property. We wanted something that we could fix. If the world turned to crap, we could come in, close the gate, and not have to worry about leaving.
That's the goal.
Yeah. But I mean, in all honesty, I'd be comfortable with doing it now.
Yeah. So would I.
Ours is tired, yeah. But yeah, you can buy little tracks that goes right over the tires and make it a track. The tired ones would be a lot cheaper too, probably. I've seen a couple little dozers on there pretty cheap too. I mean, they're older, but they said they work fine. The only bad thing about them is the upkeep on them. I'd rather just pay somebody to bring their dozer equipment up here and do what we need to do, and then I ain't got to worry about the upkeep on. I need to find that card for that guy that done the dozer work and put the trailer here.
Mm-hmm.
I can't even remember his contact information. But if I could find that, I'd ask him if he'd come back up here and dig that bank out.
Yeah.
I don't think he has a bucket though, or a excavator.
Oh no, I think I was at work when he come.
No, you weren't. You were there. But your dad was on 4.
Oh, me and Dad rode the 4-wheeler. Yeah.
But yeah, maybe we'll get it figured out one day. Until then, we'll just keep pumping out these little crazy videos until we hit our viral video, I guess. It's going to have to be the Bigfoot video, though, I do believe.
Easier said than done, huh?
Yeah. Yeah, it looks like it's going to have to be the Bigfoot video. Yeah, I'll probably. How about the big beard guy that moved the trailer up on hill? Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. If you remember, Ashton, they brought the one dozer and got it stuck, and they had to bring another dozer to get that one out. And that's why I had 2 dozers up here. One of them was a loader, not a dozer. One of them, but they originally brought a loader up here to do all the work with. I don't understand that, but I've always been told if you're a good enough operator, you can use a loader just as well as you can a dozer. So but the loader's the one that got stuck. And he actually, after he got it stuck, he pulled it down the road and hit a tree, and the limb come back and smacked the windshield out of it, busted the windshield
Busted
out.
the windshield out. Yeah, I
It
remember
was an
that.
enclosed cab. Yeah.
I remember that.
Yeah. That's the one we was just talking about. The loader, after he got it done stuck, he started down the driveway with it, pushing up and down the driveway, and hit one of them tree limbs, or tried to push one of the tree or something. But I don't know exactly what he was doing, but one of the limbs snapped back and knocked the windshield out of it. If I could remember their contact information, I'd call them, see if they come back. But he told me, I asked him, he got a bunch of big trucks, dump trucks, stuff like that. And I said, well, how much you charge me to bring some gravel in here? He said, not no, but hell no, I ain't bringing no gravel in here. That's exactly what he said. I don't know if he's wire.
Hmm.
But yeah, he wasn't about to bring no gravel in here. He said he couldn't even refer me to somebody that could bring gravel in here. They seem like decent people, you know. They seem like good people, but especially the old man that worked for him that was originally up here and he got stuck until he come, the owner. That old man was as good as he could be. Because remember, they come down and eat sandwiches with us and everything at the camper.
Mm-hmm.
So if we can get that. If nothing else, just every now and again we can just pay them to bring a little 5 ton at a time, I guess.
Yeah.
The only thing that sucks about it is a 5 ton will be mashing the ground long before you get any more. But it'll eventually pack to where, you know, it'll be a good base.
Yeah.
But out through the ruts, I'd like to have something like the, you know, how the ruts are and it's kind of high in the middle a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
I'd like to have something like that off. The first time was the truck, the toter actually brought it to the bottom of the driveway. And then Rick, whenever he was up there cutting trees for me, up here where we put it now, he hooked up to his little dozer and pulled it just up the little short driveway here. But I hadn't talked to him in
a couple of years, 4 or 5 years.
Yeah. At least 4 years.
Mm-hmm.
They won't even answer the phone or nothing anymore.
Mm-hmm.
I used to talk to him all the time. He just got 100% just quit even responding or talking or anything. I don't know what his deal is. I don't even know if he still is in the same spot or not, to be honest with you, because every time we go by there, that dozer, nothing's there.
Yeah, I don't know.
Unless he's got it out on the job or something all the time, I guess.
I've seen him down here at the end of the road a couple times.
Mm-hmm. And then they're talking to them in the camper.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm. They try to find him and see how he's doing, I guess, but yeah, I always thought he was a good guy too, actually. I mean, I thought highly of him, but we actually seen him down here at the end of the road at that camper down there one time.
And he didn't even speak.
And he didn't act like he wanted to talk. Just basically just waved and that's about it. So I don't know what his deal was.
Unless he was just having a bad day.
Evidently he's having a bad 4 years.
Mm-hmm.
I don't mind that though. I mean, stuff like that don't bother me too much. That's like the gravel, the excavator work, dozer work, anything like that. It's almost like when they look at you, they think you're wanting it done for free. And I've never asked anybody to do anything for free up here at all. We've actually even offered to pay them more than their price. We didn't price it. They're always one to price the stuff. But I don't understand I guess kind of the work ethic, I guess is the best way to explain it, in this area, because like far as bringing a dump truck in here, a big truck, dozers and stuff like that, people, I don't know what it is. They just don't want to do it. And that same guy that was talking about earlier, Ashton, I told him, that's what I told. I said, well, if you're afraid to come in here with a truck, you better stay out of Western North Carolina, because this ain't nothing. I take my work car, that little Chevy car of mine. I take it in 10 times worse places than this. way worse places than this.
Yeah, you Trailblazer?
Yeah, I'm surprised I ain't knocked the bottom out of that thing.
Well, I thought you knocked the bottom out of mine.
Mm-hmm. Well, I couldn't see around the baby's head.
Have you put anything on our Facebook channel?
Not lately. I put a bunch of the previous videos on there.
That day I did the live on my regular Facebook, it wouldn't let me do a live of the babies on that page.
Oh, I don't know. I think there's a way to add you as like administrator or something like that on it. Yeah, that's what I'm saying, Ashton. Really, I mean, just, like Mom and Dad's property when they bought it over there in Clyde. I know you don't remember it, but the road going in there, they actually had the people that lived there before my mom bought it. They actually had them trucks and big like 38s and 44s on it, and that they would mud through that road up in there. And the people that lived there had to walk from the end, from the very last house out there. I think it was I can't remember their name, but anyway, they had to walk from there all the way to their house because that road was so bad. Coming up our mountain was a thrill. Yeah. This mountain here is, I mean, it's a deterrent. Don't get me wrong. It's not bad by no means. But when you start up that rock out there, people are intimidated by the rock because it's a rock. Go across a rock. But it's actually a really good road.
Well, when we first got it, I wouldn't drive over it.
Mm-hmm.
But it's really not that
bad. Helen, Ashton. The people that Mom and Dad bought off of, they had to park out there and walk in there because they kept that road so tore up with them big 4-wheel drives and stuff. And whenever Mama bought that property, I remember her writing a $10,000 check for them to work on the road, and they didn't even finish the road. It was $10,000, and they filled in a few holes, and then they come back wanting a lot more money. And
he says GPS falls off and people panic.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I remember Mama writing a $10,000 check for that road, and it wasn't even nowhere near halfway done. They still couldn't get in there after $10,000. I remember that. But GPS up here, Betty, you put in this address and GPS, and it takes you to a whole different side of town.
Yeah, our kids have gotten lost.
Yeah.
Several people have gotten lost. I think your sister got lost.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, if you tell them the address to this property, nobody can get here without just by telling them the address. I don't know why. I can. Because I can put it in my GPS. I put the exact address in, and it brings me right here. So.
I haven't never tried.
But everybody else, it don't matter who it is. My sister, our kids, at first, Jordan, he knows exactly how to get here now. But
Him and Ashton know how.
Ashton knows how to get here, but everybody would put this address in their GPS, and it would take them to a whole different
Well,
side
Angel
of town.
still calls us.
Yeah,
And Paula, she calls us.
yeah. Well, they get lost walking through the yard.
Well, I ain't got no room to talk.
Mm-hmm.
When we first got married, me and my daddy lived, 10 minutes from your house in Waynesville?
Not even that.
Not even that. And I GPSed it for
About 2 years.
About 2 years? 2.5 years? Plus, I GPSed how to get to work the whole time I worked there for 2.5 years, 3 years.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, she would. She'd leave from her dad's house to come here, and that was even after she'd started living, well, not here, but at the house in Waynesville. When she moved in, she'd go to her dad's house. She'd have to use GPS to get to her dad's house, and have to use GPS to get back home.
That was after
for over 2 years.
After we got married.
Yeah. So the natural GPS,
it was a little off, huh?
man, it's a whole lot off.
That's what I'm saying. The fruit don't fall far from the tree with our youngin.
Mm-hmm.
She gets it honest from her mama.
Yep, the lights are on, but nobody's home.
Ain't that right? Especially with me.
Mm-hmm. I could understand it for a couple times, maybe 5 times, maybe, but for over 2 years,
I'm bad with direction.
Yeah, obviously. Ashton said, "Yeah, you got her down pat." It's a little tricky to learn at first, ain't it, Ashton? The zigs and the zags in the road. And the good part about it is every time you leave out here, you can find a whole different way to get right back in here.
And that's why it's so confusing.
Yeah. We went on 57 minutes, so.
Yeah.
What is today, Monday?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Ashton says, yeah, so many ways to get there.
Yeah, there is. There's a bunch of different lefts and rights you can take, and they all bring you out in the same place. I'm still learning ways in and out. Those little side roads and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
It's kind of, every time you go down a different road, though, you see different stuff. I like going out riding back roads anyway, here in the middle of nowhere, because you can always find like old cars and stuff like that sitting in people's yards for sale, tractors, just basically anything. You can find property for sale that you'd never find any other way. So, and there's actually a bunch of property around here that is for sale. A lot of people are buying it and putting campers on it. Because all that road out there that leads onto this one, about all of that is campers up going out of here, That's what I was saying one time before. It's not the little, what I call the crackhead camper. It's American Pickers. Yeah. It's like nice fifth wheel pull behind, Or them little park models and stuff like that. There's a few of them out here too. That one out down at one hill right there, that park model with that big pond in front of it.
Mm-hmm.
That's a park model. Yeah, it's a pretty nice place too. That one is. And then when we leave out here and go up the hill, you keep saying there's a 4-wheeler sitting there. Mm-hmm. That property's for sale. All that back in there for sale. How much I don't know, but and the lot here, number 2 of this company, is for sale still too. As far as I know.
Down there where that sign is.
Mm-hmm. Well, no, that's not part of the companies anymore. Whoever bought that paid cash for it, I guess. Mm-hmm. But the one I'm talking about is Number 2, lot number 2 as you come in. But I don't like the way it's laid out though. It's kind of like skinny all the way up to there. It's like 7 or 8 acres, but it's like real narrow. I don't know if I like that one too much or not. Of course, I ain't never walked on it either, so it might be nicer than I thought. But yeah, GPS falls off. Betty, just imagine if something bad was to happen in the country, you know how people would react.
Have GPS.
If you didn't have GPS, cell phone, if you didn't have power, imagine how people would react to all that.
Mm-hmm.
And nowadays, honestly, 99.9% of the population, you take the cell phone out of their hand and they just completely lost. I mean, 100% lost. Cell phones or video games. You take those 2 things and our society is going to turn upside down. It will, and McDonald's. You take all that. Or fast food in general. Just not necessarily McDonald's, but
home cooked food is better for you anyhow.
You think 90% of the population even knows how to cook, honestly? Other than like something in a microwave or something like that? It ain't nothing like that.
Probably not. Yeah, it is a lot of work.
Yeah.
Our electric bill at the house in Waynesville has been...
It's way more than that, actually.
Way more than that.
Yeah, we just paid the light bill for the house in Waynesville. And the light bill over there is way more than that, actually. Way more than that, believe it or not. But yeah, starting a homestead is a lot of work. It really is, especially when you buy undeveloped land, just raw land like we did. But one good part about it is you can set everything the way you would rather have it.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, honestly, the stuff here is not. If I had it to do over, I would spend another few days, especially on those who work here with it. Didn't know what the trailer is, and I'd have it. It's way bigger than it is, of course. But
yeah, because there's so much we want to put here, but not.
There's no flat spots.
No flat spots. Like we want the compost, we want the smokehouse, we want the building, we want the. There's so much and just no space.
No. Need to look into trying to figure out a way to make more space, but I mean, it is what it is either way.
Well, we always got that spot up on the top of the mountain where we were going to put the greenhouse. We could put the smoker up there or something.
Mm-hmm. She said I'm complaining about a $300 bill. Yeah, how long does it say his microwave for a turkey? Well, I guarantee you, you could probably cook it like that. But I'll bet you money that'll be like rubberiest chicken you've ever eaten in your life.
That'd be nasty.
Yeah.
Do you have what's that pot called that we cook our ham in?
Like a Dutch oven?
Like a Dutch oven, Arizona pepper? Arkansas pepper. If you have one of them,
You're joking.
And I know, and you have a wood stove, you can cook your turkey right in that on a wood stove, and it'd be just like an oven.
For an 8-pound turkey. Man, I got laying hens that weigh 8 pounds.
Well, I was thinking when he said his power went out, I was thinking, well, if you had a wood stove and you had one of them cookers, because he said he didn't have no power at Christmas, remember?
Mm-hmm.
It got me to thinking about that, and I was thinking.
But now I got to give him credit. That man's probably been prepping long before we ever even knew what the word meant.
Well, yeah, probably.
So he probably tell us.
He's probably way ahead of us.
Yeah. So I'd say he's outskilled a lot of people on that.
Mm-hmm.
But We're coming along. We're coming along. Where you are, I've been doing it way, way, way longer than you have. But
Mm-hmm.
whenever me and her got together, she didn't even know what a prepper was.
Mm-mm.
She didn't even know what the word meant.
Don't make fun of me.
Well, I'm not making fun of you. He said he has several Dutch oven videos.
Oh, does he?
Mm-hmm. We'll have to go back and look at them.
Yeah. I think them would work really good on a wood stove, like if the power went out or if something happened and the grid went down.
I'm gonna make a. I've been talking about doing it, and I haven't done it yet, but I'm going to do it. I have to do it on the out on the metal fabrication shop, the greenhouse. What else is it? The wood shop, aka the front porch. I have to make it out there. But I'm gonna make a sun oven, and I'm gonna cook a chicken in a crock pot. Not a crock pot, but a Dutch oven.
Dutch oven.
I want to. Been wanting to try it. I'm going to do it. I basically told what's the name of that HughesNet internet provider to kick rocks. So I'm going to take that satellite off of that pole, and I'm going to make it to where I can set that oven on that pole whenever we use it, and then that way we can turn it with the sun because that's always in the sun right there. It'll be right out on the front right there. So,
Mm-hmm.
so I want to make it with like a base on it to where we can just set it right on top of the pole, and then put your food in. And you go out there and you just spin that thing around.
Right. You need to get to making it.
Mm-hmm.
Next video.
Well, it's so expensive. I mean, dang.
Everything is expensive.
I can run up to Lowe's tomorrow or something like that and see how much a sheet of plexiglass costs. Because you have to have a thick piece. I mean, I've got a small piece right there, but it ain't big enough for what I want to do. Because I want to make it, at least something like that,
Yeah.
About that wide. Big enough to put a
Dutch oven in.
Yeah, and pots and pans, stuff like that. You can put all kinds.
Mm-hmm.
I need to figure out how I'm going to do the.
I bet our cast iron pans would work good in the Dutch oven.
I mean, sun oven.
Or sun oven.
You can, yeah. I don't know.
He has several
Several
sun oven videos too.
Yeah, we'll have to go back and look at those. I didn't see those when I was flipping through your channel. But I want to make one, but I got to figure out how I want to do the reflectors, the fold out, if I want to even do them at all. I think I need to do at least one or two, like one on top, one on bottom. I can use some type of aluminum, shiny aluminum or something like that. Because I want it to be like, I don't want to put aluminum foil on a cardboard box type thing. I want it to be where we can use it for years. Because I want to use their satellite pole. They said they wanted the, what they call the radio off the end of the satellite, the little knob thing. They want that. And the modem back. Other than that, they don't want none of it back. Well, you can have it all if you own it. I don't care. They won't even come up here and get it. I bet you money they don't even come up here and get it.
Mm-mm.
They want us to mail it to them. But that is the sorriest internet I believe I have ever even heard of. And the guy that installed it even told me, he said, "You're not going to like this internet." He said, "It absolutely sucks. It's bad."
He said that a couple times.
Yeah, he said that while he was installing it. And he wasn't joking. He was not joking. I ain't never in my life seen nothing like that. He said, "Oh, it'd be great for checking your email." He said, "But if you're streaming like Netflix, stuff like that, forget it." And that's when you have the good speeds too.
And he hit it right on too.
Yeah, there's nothing good I can say about that internet because it's the same as having none, and it's $70 a month. There's nothing good that I can say about that internet at all. I still want to do the other one. I can't even think the name of it now.
Smokehouse. Shield's cheaper.
Shield cheap, yeah.
Oh, Shield's cheap.
Just talking about the fold outs on them. Yeah, I don't know exactly how I want to do it though. Like whenever I build the oven, I want to fix it to where I can like fold it up and keep it latched or whatever. And basically put it up. I ain't gonna leave it out there on that pole 24/7 Just when we're using it, I'll have it stored somewhere. If I ever get a shed or a container up here.
What else did you say you want to work on? What was you saying? You said I want to work on something else too.
Oh no, I was talking about the internet.
Oh.
I want that Elon Musk internet. Starlink. It's supposed to be good. I mean, I don't. Yeah, keep an eye on that YouTube. Not YouTube, but Facebook Marketplace for me, Ashton. See if you can find a good used one. Because every time I find one, and by the time I message them, they won't even message me back, and then all of a sudden it pops up sold. So I mean, evidently they sell fast. And I bet you I've messaged 10 people about them. I can't see paying the $600 or $700 for a new one. Whenever you can buy one for $300 or $400. And then if you buy a new one anyway, you're put on a waiting list, and they said the waiting list is up to a year before they even send it to you. Too paranoid to try Starlink? Why is that, Betty? The only downfall I see with Starlink is the price. It's $120 a month.
Use glass to cover.
Yeah, you could. Yeah, you can use no wind. I mean, take the glass out of no wind or something like that. And then, I mean, you could basically build it to fit that piece of glass, or you can take and have that glass cut.
And you know, over there where we got this tin, that guy had a bunch of windows and stuff too.
Yeah, but I wouldn't cut those. Those are like sliding glass door, double pane glass. That I would use those for the greenhouse.
But I'm saying, I think he had little windows for like house windows too.
I don't know. I'm not sure. Even at Lowe's, you can buy a little piece of glass, weight a third of what a piece of plexiglass would cost.
Yeah.
Just have them cut it to whatever size you need.
Yeah.
But I've seen them made with I guess the shields that fold out on, like at the reflectors or whatever, to direct the heat in. I've seen them made with those, and I've seen them made without. This basically with like a box with a 45-degree angle on it, with a lid where you open it up and then put your food in it.
Ashton said he has old glass he'll bring.
Alrighty, Ashton, that'll work.
Yeah, that'll work.
I want to build one. I might build it this weekend when we have time.
Okay.
I keep saying I want to build it, so I need to build it. But build it to make a video on it. You build it, you'd have to be able to use it. You know what I mean? So I mean, the weather's the crap you got now.
Price is enough to stop me, but I hate thinking about satellite
Tracking me. Yeah, I mean, in all honesty, if you think about it, baby, I'm the same way. I don't like anything knowing everything about me, but I mean, truthfully, whatever internet you're using right now, you got that little IP address. They know everything about you anyway. So they know everything that you do online, on your phone.
Storm windows, single glass.
Yeah, we actually have remember the window we took out whenever we put this chimney in?
Mm-hmm.
We actually have that.
Yeah.
Single glass, yeah. But as far as them tracking you, I mean, you'd be surprised. Even what we do for a living, you'd be surprised what I could find out, about people. Let alone like a governmental agency or something like that. So some of the search engines we have, as far as searching out people and helping find, locate and stuff like that, it tells you pretty much what you ate last week. But I do know this much: if I ever wanted to be like, buy a tool, loads it, scores the glass. Yeah. If I ever wanted to run and hide, I'd probably be able to stay gone for a little while because I know a bunch of the tricks of the trade now. Lowe's, yeah. Yeah. Oh, yeah. I know. Arkansas. We had to call 911 a few days ago on our cell phone, and they showed right up exactly where we was at, and we didn't even know where we was at. That's what we told them. We said we don't know where we're at, but you have to track the phone. It wasn't 3 or 4 minutes later. There it was. So they know more about you than, I guess, than you want to realize. I mean,
Mm-hmm.
that's all by design too. I mean, it really is.
Well, when you went through your class, what they tell you, throw that phone away.
Yeah. There's a lady that taught one of our classes when we walked in. She said, "How many of you people in here carry iPhones?" Like that, and everybody started raising their hand. She said, "If I was you, when you pass by that trash can over there, throw it in it." She said, "Because I'll find you in about 2 minutes if you hold it in your hand." So, of course, they can do more stuff with phones than we ever could. Back in the day, I think it was legal to ping phone, and now you can't do that without a warrant and all that other good stuff. But yeah, they can ping your phone, and I mean they can put within inches of where you're standing. That's basically the way they done us that night.
Mm-hmm.
Ping the phone. The only way you get away with something like that is keep about 100 burner phones on you. Keep them turned. Well, even if you turn them off, I can still hit them.
Mm-hmm.
Go to Walmart and buy you one. Use it. Chunk it in the trash. Get you another.
I was gonna say, even if it's turned off, they could probably know where you're at.
Mm-hmm. They can.
Mm-hmm.
iPhones, especially. Because she told us, said, you can turn it off, whatever you want to do. She said, I'll still find that phone. They can turn they can actually turn the cameras on your phones, on your computers. They have the technology to do that.
Mm-hmm.
Even, I mean, like the computer sitting here online or whatever and does not do anything,
Mm-hmm.
they can get into it and kick the speakers, like the microphones on.
Yeah,
And
she
listen
did
to
it
you.
to her house or something,
Yeah.
didn't she?
Yeah, she told us about all that stuff. And this woman is basically a professional tracker for the government. She worked done a lot of tracking for the FBI, SBI, and all kinds of stuff. And normal people can't find her up the mountain.
That's me.
Yeah. Put it in a Faraday bag, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Google satellite images set off. Yeah, that's honestly, Ashton, the Google satellite images that works good. Don't get me wrong, but that's old technology. It really is compared to some of the stuff that they do. Some of the stuff will actually blow your mind when you see it. It's
Mm-hmm.
yeah. But the Google Images stuff, I mean, it's still decent, but it's always anywhere from 5 to 8 years behind. They don't update it, but they actually pay them people in them cars. If you see that car driving around like a little satellite thing on top of it, the Google car, that's all they do is drive up and down every single road, just drive around, and that thing updates new images and stuff. I'd like to do that. I'd be good at that. Lord, they probably make $34 an hour just drive that car around.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, the Faraday bag thing. I mean, that's definitely a good idea.
That's something else you can build a Faraday cage. Like to put stuff in.
All that takes is a lined metal trash can.
Mm-hmm.
But I'm still on the fence about, the mobile home itself is a metal box. It's wrapped in metal. I'm still on the fence about, would that work as a Faraday? Me, my personal opinion, I think it would. But I could be wrong. I don't know.
I don't know.
But get everything grounded good, because I've got grounds everywhere up here on this mountain. Anytime I run something, I put 2 grounds on it.
Mm-hmm.
And then them
Oh,
solar
wow.
panels up there, up around the barn, they've got 4, 6, 8, something like that on them.
I was going to say, they have a bunch.
I'm going to have a bunch more when I get done, because I'm going to put the other ones on the front. But really, it don't matter. A lot of people argue about grounding DC stuff. AC needs to be grounded, but DC stuff really don't need to be grounded, because DC is like a car.
Mm-hmm.
Of course, a lot of people want to argue about that it's technically grounded with the rubber tires on the ground. So I've heard all kinds of crap about grounding and not grounding. So, but just be on the safe side, I'm grounding everything. Yeah, I want that job too, Ashton. It'd be nice just to drive around and up and down every single road you come to. And that heater's absolutely kicking in.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Yeah, we use some pretty high-tech stuff as far as searches and stuff like that too, Arkansas. So, like I said, you'd be surprised kind of what you can see on this stuff, but it's expensive. It's very expensive to use it.
We was up to 5. I got up and moved and sat back down, and we went to 3.
But they do have some good free sites too. That kind of gives you some stuff, but we can get into the certain times or certain providers. You can get into the license plate readers, like if that plates, the police cars now have the plate readers on them, and it just basically reads every tag it comes to, and it puts it all into a database. And then some of the services that we can get into actually get into that database, and it can tell us if that tag was seen somewhere like in a different state. So that tells us we need to go to that state. So some of it's pretty neat, and some of it's yeah, we're glad you get to come in here, Arkansas.
Yeah, thank you.
We're trying to figure out a good time and stuff like that to do it. I scheduled this one for 8.
Well, we tried to come on at 7.
Yeah, and it didn't work, so I just went ahead and scheduled it for 8 just to try it.
That and certain days, certain different places in the house don't work at all.
Yeah.
We tried the other night when we talked to you like 2-3 times.
Yeah. We moved the computer around and everything like that, but we couldn't put a computer back in here because our son and our grandson was staying with us, and they was using the room. It works decent in here. I think it's working pretty good right now.
Yeah.
Like when it starts storming and raining, it ain't going to. We'll just have to click off them. But
when we have people staying with us, we try not to come in the bedroom,
yeah.
spare room when they're staying in there.
Yeah.
Try to keep it living room, kitchen.
Yeah. We try to keep it out away from everybody, like give them their space and stuff. But this is where it works the best, right here.
Mm-hmm.
Until we get the other internet.
Then hopefully it'll work anywhere we put it.
I just hate paying that $120 a month for that crap. But I mean, if it's as good as they say, then it'd be worth it, because you'll do whatever you need to do. Or you stay live 24 hours a day if you wanted to.
You have to figure how to send a 30-minute notification for lives.
Well, I do. I figured out how to schedule it. Like I was just saying, I scheduled it. This is 7 or a little after that I scheduled it for 8 o'clock. And she actually got a notification that said that I scheduled it for 8 o'clock. So evidently that's how you do it. Kind of figured that out. As long as you got that little bell clicked, it should tell you when we're going live. Because she had to go back and make sure she had the bell click. So I was 21 minutes late tonight. Hey, at least you got here. That's all that matters.
Right.
Who was here first tonight? Ashton?
Yeah.
Oh.
Oh,
yeah, he was here so fast he didn't have time to register his number up there.
And I think it's been kicking a few of the notifications out. Because like our daughter said that it don't send her some now.
But I guarantee she ain't matched that bell, though.
Yes, she did. She had to redo it.
I know that a lot of people has been getting like removed from our subscription.
Yeah. Betty said she had to redo it. Our daughter said she had to redo it. Did a what?
Popcorn and it gives time to get a popcorn and whatnot. Yeah. I need to cook some beans. I keep threatening to do that.
I know Jordan said the other night, "Where's the beans?" Because I told him you were going to make them.
Or bathroom runs. Yeah. Don't we have like some smaller bags here?
Huh?
Do we have smaller bags here? Or are they all in big bags?
I don't know.
I think we have some smaller ones. I don't know. We'll have to look and see.
Why?
I'm about halfway tempted to start some.
Oh, I think we have some.
Yeah, and bathroom breaks are a must in the middle of all this. Of course, like Joe over at St. Bernard Acres, when he's on live, I try not to go on live. I try not, unless I just don't know he's on live, I try not to. Because, like I said, I think several of the people that subscribe to our channel go to his live stuff too. So I don't want to be disrespectful like that.
Yeah. I got to sneeze. My nose is twitchy.
So I don't know if he's actually going live tonight or not. I normally get his notifications.
I ain't got a notification.
I ain't either. They ain't even updated the
Ashton said bean recipe needs a video. Try soaking your beans in the fridge overnight. Arkansas Pepper says.
We've lost one subscriber already. Try soaking your beans in the fridge overnight. Yeah, I do. I did used to do that, but what I do now is I take and I put them in a crock pot and basically soak them in a crock pot overnight. I just put them on keep warm all night long, and I put all my seasoning, all my secret ingredients in my beans. I put all that in it, and then let it stay on keep warm overnight. And the next morning I get them kicking on high. Let them cook all day to that evening, and that's kind of my way of doing it. And I think they turned out very, very good that way.
Ashton said he needs the recipe in the video.
Beans recipe needs a video. Yeah. There's just some things you can't tell. My pinto beans are a sacred item. Now, for real though, I used to do those every Sunday.
You done told it in the last video.
Did I?
A couple videos ago.
Well, my bad.
I'm
gonna go back and delete that video.
No, you ain't.
Oh yeah, it's out here.
Not.
But yeah, I did. I used to soak them in a bowl overnight. I used to do that, but then I started trying it that way, and I really like the way that they do. When you keep and put it in a crock pot and you put it on keep warm. Yes, it's still on subscriber. Man, view video. That's exactly right, Ashton. My pinto beans. Because I have to watch on my phone to chat. If I am watching on Fire Stick on TV and I go to your channel, it unsubscribes me. That's weird.
That's where we lost that one subscriber then.
We just lost one just a minute ago. So that's probably the one it was.
Yeah.
So, yes, 5:43. Maybe there was somebody just come in, seeing how boring we was. He said he would make a viral bean video from my recipe.
Okay.
Just mention me in it, is all I ask. But I like me some pinto beans now and cornbread. And if, like I said, if I ever get those ramps, when they start selling ramps again, I'll send you some of those.
I was just going to say that you like ramps with them.
Yeah. I was going to send him some too when they start coming out again.
Yeah.
I'm too lazy to go dig them anymore. Just to be honest with you, I don't have time. But every time I come home, there's always somebody sitting in the parking lot somewhere with a big box full of them for sale. You buy them in bundles like you do the onions. It's like $3 or $4 a bundle. And you get like 20 or 25 in a little bundle.
Mm-hmm.
It looks just like a little onion, the wild onion.
I think we've got them from the same lady the last 3 or 4 years.
Ashton said, sound like we just dropped the YouTube and started a cookbook. Hey, yeah, or a cooking channel, Ashton. That's what this one's turned out to be, because that's Happy Homemaker
well, I
over
can't
here.
help build nothing. I'm always holding the camera. Huh.
Somebody got to hold it.
Mm-hmm.
Excuse me. I told you I'd make you famous one of these days.
Mm-hmm.
As Ashton says, we're going to hit our 1 million view video.
Yeah, when you and him run through the woods in Bigfoot or in Daisy Dukes, one of the two.
Mm-hmm. Somebody's got to carry the load. Yeah, that's exactly right. Yeah, I'm going to take me some acting classes, and then our videos are going to be top notch. Because the editing skills is never going to improve much. Well, no, the last couple turned out pretty good. That one today turned out pretty good. I found a little, what's called a transition that I like when it goes from one screen to another one, instead of just going like flop it over to another screen. Hey, transition the two. I found one I like. It's a fade, just a fade one's on this.
Mm-hmm.
That's what I've been trying to find. I finally found it. You're getting better. Yeah, I figure in about 10 years, Ashton, I'll be able to hang up the YouTube and just start making videos for people, editing videos for people.
Do what? You just need more.
Quit on the set from the cameraman.
Mm-hmm.
And she's a pretty good cameraman. Camera woman. Wherever how you want to identify.
Mm-hmm. I think Jordan videoed the light one because I was pushing baby on swing.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, that you do.
Yeah, I need to do like an overhead one time. Jordan did one, and I don't know what I done with the video, but that was before we put the panels up and all that stuff on top of that thing. So we need to do like one now.
You're going to find the other video and do a comparison.
Yeah. Yeah, a lot of people's like, mixing the drone footage in with the regular videos and stuff too. So it just, I don't know. They just try to make more of a TV show out of a YouTube video, which I mean, it's cool. Don't get me wrong, but to each their own. We was talking when you was on camera.
No. Hmm.
You need more quiet on the set. From the cameraman. Well, I never said I was a good cameraman. I never said I was a good YouTuber.
No, but we're trying.
Yeah. Maybe one of these days. I think it's just pretty neat that you can do the videos and like years down the road you can go back and like see how much stuff has changed so dramatically, you know.
Mm-hmm.
So I thought that's kind of what I'm more
As long as
interested
nothing bad happens and we don't lose it all.
in. Just keep the key parts noted, yeah. I got it all right here, Ashton. I got them noted right here in this handy dandy journal that I have right here. And you're doing great. Thank you.
Yeah, thank you.
Yeah, like we're saying, it's pretty cool to just, well, I think so. Just like, 4 or 5 years down the road, you can go back and see these videos of how much something has changed. Because you don't really see it if you don't like keep track of it, you just don't see it every day because it just something, you don't get to see it like a major change at one time. I guess what I'm trying to say, you just see it all little gradual things. And you don't really notice it that much, what I'm trying to say.
Yeah. Like how much it's changed since we first come here.
Mm-hmm. And I mean, it's dramatically changed a lot since we bought the property.
Oh yeah, because when we first come up here, there was nothing here but woods.
Don't put yourself down. You're doing good. Hey, we're trying, buddy.
Yeah. You need to find them videos of like when we first come up here when it was nothing but woods.
Oh, good luck with that.
Mm-hmm. Make them work somehow.
Mm-hmm. If you can even find them.
Throw in the box.
You went through 900,000. That's 5 terabytes right there. 5 terabytes of pictures, and you want me to go through that?
I only got like 3 of them.
Yeah, history for the grandkids, especially when they're in the videos too. They go back and look at them too. But what she was just talking about, I bought her a external hard drive for the computer, and that one's a 5 terabyte, and she filled that up in 6 months with pictures and videos off her phone. And she wants me to go back and dig through that and see if I can find videos of when we first bought the property.
They're on there.
Oh, I'm sure they are. Yeah.
The only other way would be to look through my Facebook, and it's just as bad.
That's the reason I ain't looking through Facebook.
Because I got that many pictures on there too.
Yeah. Yeah, that's for sure, Betty.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah, one of these days you're going to miss that.
Oh, yeah.
That's something you ain't going to be able to get back. Getting to see them grow up and everything like that. So. I mean, before you know it, they'll be driving. So. I like to get them interested in stuff like this too. I mean, because you never know what's going to happen between now and by the time they're grown. So, but the way I look at it is, I can just throw my personal opinion out there, and I think we're about to see some bad stuff this year, but some really, really, really bad stuff.
Between now and election.
I don't think it'll take it long. Yeah, the short thing, Ashton. But you can get monetized on the shorts, but you got to have 10 million views. 10 million. That's a lot of views.
We don't know that many people.
You don't have to know that many people. You do
Well, I know that.
you got to do something real, either super funny or super stupid, to make a 1 minute short out of it, and it'll go viral. It just everybody and their mama watch it.
Okay, Betty.
Okay, buddy.
Thank you.
But it's got to be, like I said, it's got to be really, really, really stupid, or it's got to be really, really, really funny to do a decent short for it to get that kind of views.
That's what I'm saying. You got to get a Bigfoot costume. Ashton's got to get one. Y'all got to get some Daisy Dukes. We got to put some shoes on our chickens. We got to do something.
Mm-hmm. Jordan volunteers.
No, I done asked him. He said no.
Yeah, he don't want to part of it.
Build folders for future reference. I was
What
doing,
do you mean folders? What kind of folders are you talking about?
like telling them how to run the stuff, or how to, like the solar, or how to upgrade it, or how to. I think that's what he's saying. Like how to do the upkeeping on everything.
Mm-hmm.
Is I think what he's trying to say.
Well, I mean, in all honesty, what she's saying is probably a good thing, because if I was a file over right now, there ain't a soul that knows how to come in here and work on a solar other than me.
Nope.
She couldn't even turn it on if it fouled it out or something.
Nope.
It never has. Knock on wood.
But you've always left it on for me.
Yeah.
But I think that's what he's saying by build folders.
For future reference.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna have sticky notes all over the house. I'm gonna put "do not touch" and stick it right there. I'm gonna have sticky notes all over the house.
That ain't gonna help when it goes all to crap, though.
Sure will. Just don't turn on the sticky note.
Then how do we fix it? The sticky note ain't gonna help me fix it.
Yawn at that point. You just got to go with it.
I'll be using your money to pay somebody to come fix it.
Mm-mm.
Mm-hmm.
All right, now, if the world turns to crap, how's the money gonna do you any good? And who's gonna come fix it?
I'm not saying if the world goes to crap. I'm saying like everyday thing, like today, when something happens to you, I'm gonna have to pay somebody to come fix it.
Oh, it said folders in your external drive to find pictures. We tried that. I tried that. I have folders on this computer too, and when you download off her phone, it's anywhere from 5,000 to 10,000 at one time, and that's not even exaggerating. And that's at least at minimum of 2 weeks. 2 weeks. So it's kind of hard to go through all those pictures and put them in a folder. I've been sitting here all week just trying to do one download off her phone.
I like to take pictures.
Yeah.
Especially of the babies.
But, oh, yeah, of course. But what makes it so bad is she'll take a picture and she'll share it on Facebook. Okay. And then about 4 or 5 days later, she'll go back and notice that picture on Facebook. She'll resave it on her phone, knowing she has that very same picture in her phone already.
Yeah. You've said this like 5 times on live videos.
Mm-hmm. All right.
Mm-hmm.
I'm just breaking it down.
Mm-hmm.
This is the dirt.
Mm-hmm.
The off-grid dirt.
Mm-hmm. I'm gonna off-grid dirt you.
Think of an external drive as a file cabinet. Yeah, I had one. We did have one before this one, and I had thousands of songs on it, all kinds of crap, and it just wouldn't even load up anymore. Then I bought her a new one, and it's so full now. I don't even know if it'll come on.
Bought me a new what?
We do need to try it though, just see if it comes on.
Mm-hmm.
Because that last one I had, it worked perfectly fine. I just didn't try it for a while, and then it wouldn't even come on. And that's a good name for the lives off-grid dirt. Yeah. Volume 7, Season 8. Yeah, a lot of the other channels have like separate channels where they talk. Like, I don't want to throw no names out there or nothing like that, but like they have coffee of a morning and stuff like that, and they like talk. And then there's all the channels. Well, not all of them, but a lot of them are starting a side channel just for like a talking session type thing.
They build on one and do talking on another.
Yeah. And also a lot of them like build through a video, and then at the end of it they start cooking food. I mean, taste their own. I mean, they're doing good with it. Don't get me wrong. It's just I can't see doing two at the same. You know what I'm saying? Like if we're outside building the cook, what do you call that thing? The oven, and then cooking. That's different because that's what we're building for. But if I'm out there building a shed, and at the end of the video we come there and cook corn, I don't understand the concept of that. But I mean, whatever works. I mean, if it gets us more views and more subscribers, then I'll cook 10 cans of corn and probably eat them.
You didn't even try my waffles.
That's because I didn't want a waffle.
Mm-hmm. The baby had to try it.
Jordan ate them.
The baby ate some too. He ate some on the video.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, once you make millions, you can start a second channel. Yeah, once I make my millions, Ashton, I'm going to pay somebody to direct the other one. I'll have a little cameraman following me around everywhere.
Mm-hmm.
Well, good. If I made millions.
That ain't going to happen.
Well, no, I didn't say I would. I said if it did. If we made millions, I'd have my little feller following me around that camera.
It's a big word. Little word with a big if.
Huh?
A little word, but a big if.
I reckon.
Be quiet.
So we're going to start naming these lives the off-grid dirt.
Okay.
Yeah.
I don't care. Name it whatever you want.
Episode number is a good idea to find a video. And the number at the end of the title. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, you can start doing that.
On video for a small fraction.
Okay.
All right, Ashton. Yeah, like the regular videos, we can start numbering them. I think Red Puppy Ranch, I think he numbers all his like a number, and then have the name of the video. You know.
Mm-hmm.
I like watching all his videos. Red Puppy Ranch. I like watching his.
Is he the one that did that smokehouse?
Mm-mm.
No. Which one was that?
That was I'll think in a minute. He's the one that's got the deer now.
No. The guy that did the he had that mill thing
Mill thing.
where they were doing no, they didn't have the mill. They were doing like sugar cane and stuff.
Deep South Homestead.
Maybe.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, we watch all his stuff too.
Mm-hmm. If they what?
It says, never depend on YouTube for revenue. If they pay you, who you want to call? Oh, yeah. Yeah, I'd never depend on it for just a sole paycheck, you know. But, I mean, you don't know how true it is or not, though. I mean, the people that actually do, that's all they do is live off of YouTube money on some of these channels we watch. And evidently they're doing pretty good with it, but that would never be us.
Mm-mm.
I mean, to make anything off it at all would be all right, but that was never the plan.
Mm-mm.
Like I said, the true purpose for it was to keep track of, like, years down the road and stuff like that.
Yeah, to go back and be able to watch it with our kids and grandkids. And
Now, I'm getting older and my memory's not what it used to be, so I can't remember what I done last week. So it all works out pretty good. Just need to get more accustomed to the camera, you know what I mean? Like recording more stuff. Because if we recorded just a friction of everything we've done, we'd have 1,000 videos out already. No, he said you keep referring about a smokehouse. No, I'm going to build a actual
building.
Well, not really up. Yeah, it's a building. I'm going to probably build it either 4 foot by 4 foot or 6 foot by 6 foot. I want it big enough to hang a whole hog in. And then I'm going to build a like a
or a deer,
whatever. Then I'm going to build a like a stove and put the chimney pipe underground kind of into it. But I want it to be, it's not going to be mobile. It's going to be there. It's going to be like a little shed sitting there, you know, like a 4 foot or 6 foot by 6 foot. Then once we get more livestock stuff like that, we'll be able to have, you know, hang basically a hog or deer or whatever in it and smoke it. Because if you take a hog and you cure that thing with salt and smoke it, you can cut meat off that thing for many days. You know, it'll last forever, just about. It wouldn't for us because we'd eat it, but you cure that thing in salt and put it in there and smoke it. Yeah, it'd last for a long time. As long as you keep the rodents and stuff like that, you got to build it to where nothing can get in there to the food, of course. But yeah, that's what she's talking about. Pour like what I want to do is whenever I frame it up, I'm gonna frame up the base of it, like I said, either 4x4 or 6x6 and concrete a slab, and then build it up blocks, probably 3 to 4 blocks high, and then you know, wood structure from there up. Just got to figure out exactly where we want to put it. Probably the cold smoke, you know, where you build the burner out separate and just run the smoke over into it. Probably the cold smoke. Because the fire won't be in the smokehouse itself. It'll be somewhere separate, just pipe. The smoke will be piped into it. But I also looked at, I want to look at, I want to do mine a little bit different because, I mean, since you mentioned a hot smoke, I want to look at doing mine just a little bit different. The only reason I ain't done it yet is I want to do it just a little different. I want to be able to use it for both. I want to, like where the burner is, I want to have it some way or another that I could use it for a hot smoker, like a Cuban smoker type thing. Because our family in Florida, he rented a Puerto Rican smoker or something like that, and put that whole hog in it. And that thing was pretty impressive. But I want to kind of use it like that. But then if I don't want to put it in there, I can use the smoke to go up into the smokehouse too. So I know how I want to do it in here.
Make like jerky and stuff like that.
Yeah. But doing it outside is, I have to figure it out. I have to get me out like a notebook and start drawing pictures, I guess. I kind of like to draw pictures, not really to scale or nothing like that, but I'll draw a picture and I can like make little tick marks and I know how many 2x4s I need, and to an extent, you know, I mean, I like doing stuff like that. I really need, right now, we really need somewhere to store stuff, really.
Yes, we do. We're running out of space.
Especially like our dry stuff, like rice and beans, stuff like that. And the wheat. Just different stuff like that. We need somewhere to put these buckets out of the way. Because we have
a lot
of buckets. And then we'll start building stuff like that. So, but long before the smokehouse even comes around, we're going to do the greenhouse, the grow area. I don't know if anybody watches G-Bear's channel or not, but if not, you should check it out. He's got a like a grow area. It's just basically a stick built frame, and he just covered it in wire and a shade cloth across the top of it. And that's kind of what we're going to do for a grow area. I'm going to build it off of the chicken barn
And then do a bunch of grow barrels in it.
Yeah, it's gonna be all. It'll have to be all raised bed.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, yeah. I think it turned out pretty good too. Like do a video on it whenever we start building it. It would be like part 1, part 2, part 3 type thing. You can build that back deck and use it for storage for now. Yeah. I've been honestly, I've just been putting that off, Ashton, because we got to tear this back porch down and rebuild it back just a little bit, at least out 12 feet, because I want it to all to be kind of symmetrical down, when I get done with it. So the back porch needs to come down because I don't want to just build the extension 8 feet. Because that would serve no purpose. Right. It's going to be at least 12 feet. And then after I get it built and sided and everything, then I'm going to go around the whole thing with wood siding. I want it to kind of resemble a cabin as much as possible and less like a mobile home. So I'm going to roof over the whole thing. Once I get the built and frame up, then I'll frame up the roof over the whole entire thing. And then I'm going to insulate the crap out of the top of the trailer too, because it's just an oven.
Never did get that stuff and put on the roof.
I don't know yet. It ain't been dry enough or warm enough. It's got to be at least 50 degrees, 55 degrees, put it on.
But I'm saying that storm rolling in.
Mm-hmm. I'm talking about the deck behind the catch hour. Oh, yeah, the wraparound deck we're talking about? Yeah. I haven't messed with none of that yet because we don't really know how we're going to, like the behind the house here, the extension, because it's going to go from one end to the other. It's going to be basically building a double wide kind of. Because I know we kind of come to the conclusion that we want to build a pantry room, and off that pantry room, I'll have a little separate room where I put all the solar stuff in there out of the way.
And we may not be able to do the hot tub room.
Yeah.
We got the hot tub, but may not be able to do the room. May have to do it somewhere else.
Well, I mean, it all depends, really. Because even if we do the extension on the house, we can still do the porch on the end. Even make it bigger, instead of just going there, we can go another 12 feet. You know what I mean? So it'll be a huge room. So, because if I build, I think I come to the conclusion, me and Jordan was talking, that if I build a shed instead of getting a container, I'm going to build it where the trailer's sitting. The little pull behind trailer.
Where I suggested.
Where I put the container, yeah. But I don't know how big I can build it right there. That's the thing.
Yeah, I suggested do it there.
Mm-hmm. That's what I told him. So we'll click off here at 2 hours.
We just now got up to 5.
Yeah, it jumped from 3 to 5. Yeah.
Yep.
So if we can get all that worked out and basically just start building it, then I'd probably proceed with it pretty quick. Just getting started is the thing, because like I said, I've got to tear the back porch down. And in order to tear the back porch down, I got to take the solar panels off the top of it. There ain't but 4 panels up there anyway, so I really need to move them.
What, the solar panel?
Mm-hmm. Because they use metal. Remember on the back porch, I put to use metal on it, and it actually, the water's running off of it on the porch.
Got to redo the guttering there.
There ain't no guttering on it. On the back porch.
Oh yeah, the back porch.
Yeah, down there where the shed, my pull behind trailer is actually. Is that where you're talking about? A good spot for a shed.
That's what I said.
Mm-hmm. Well, it will, but it won't. It'd be good for a couple different things down there. We could do gutters on it and catch water down there for the animals in the lower field.
Yeah.
Because every structure we build up here, I'm going to get a train off of it,
Mm-hmm.
no matter what. Other than the greenhouse, because we're going to have wire on top of it for now. But after we get the panels put on it, then I'll catch water off it too.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, there's a blue million things we want to do. It's just,
Doing it.
yeah, well, not doing it. It's just time and financially being able to do it. Just all in how you want to look at it. I mean, if you think about it, instead of building a shed or getting a shipping container, we need to be building on back of the house. Just go ahead and start that.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? Yeah, I think it would be too. And she brought it up one time. Actually, she brought it up before in the past, but I just couldn't see putting one down there because it's so far away. But the more you think about it, it would work out pretty good down there. Well, no, you actually want to build a greenhouse down there is what you want to build the first time, but it's in the shade. Because that's at the tree line.
Well, I said that when we weren't going to do it up on top where we have that spot, but we can do a barn or something up there, or the smokehouse or something like that.
I wouldn't have a smokehouse up there on the top. I don't want that close to the house. Because if you leave food in it, Ashton's mountain lion will go eat it.
Mm-hmm.
And you would never
Well,
know.
how are we going to get a smokehouse and a compost thing?
Exactly.
Shed and all that right here at the house.
Exactly. I got it figured out.
Mm.
That's right here.
Yeah. Well, you ain't. Should spilled the beans yet.
The beans are not to be spilled.
Well, how you plan on doing all that up here in
I
a
got a
little
plan.
spot that we had dozed off?
I've got a plan. Yeah, some kind of steps down to it. Yeah. If I do it down there, Ashton, eventually we're going to start using that driveway anyway. If I can ever get gravel on it. So I'm going to build some kind of steps down off to it anyway. So it'll all work out. We need a place to insulate it real good to where it don't get stupid hot in there like it does everywhere else, in which it's in the shade, so it shouldn't get as bad, but it will get hot in there. But we can do like them solar fans, put
Like we did in the chicken thing?
yeah, we can do something like that to keep it kind of something circulating in it.
Yeah, because we did that fan in the chicken thing.
Yep. We'll do something like that. Insulate it really, really, really good. Might have to bite the bullet and order a spray foam insulation kit.
Mm-hmm.
That's like $800. It really is. It's like $800. You can do the whole top of it, like the inside of it.
Mm-hmm.
And then put the fiberglass insulation in it too. And then go over top of it with a foam, like a cooler type thing. We'll figure it out. Just getting the building built is the main thing.
Mm-hmm.
Getting that done. Ever start writing stuff down on Notepad? Yeah. I got it on Notepad right here, actually. It's on a notepad right now. No, but for real though, there's tons of things we want to do. It's just you got too many irons in the fire. Yeah, that's exactly right. We got so many things that we want to do, but we don't know what would benefit us the most at the moment,
The greenhouse. By summertime.
Yeah.
But we also need a building to store all this stuff.
But if we kind of killed two birds with one stone, if we go ahead and add on to the house, because until we start using the rooms, we could put everything in there. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Because eventually we're going to want to move that solar stuff. I'm going to move that as soon as I can, so I can do the true install on it.
Mm-hmm.
The whole concrete backer board and all in conduit and the wire trough and all that stuff. I have all that stuff to do it with. It's just I don't want to do it right there where it's at, because I know we're going to be moving it. I have everything I need to do the proper install, hiding the wires, the whole nine. I have everything to do it with. It's all basically sitting around beside the batteries. Just I don't want to do it right there because I know we're going to be moving it. Then I have to tear all that down again. Just moving the batteries itself is a pain in the butt. Well, I don't know. That inverter moving that, we're going to have a team of people down there to move that. Or not down there, but in there. Because that thing is heavy.
Mm-hmm. But you got to move that air conditioning unit thing that.
But I think I know how to do that now. You can I have to watch the video on it again, but you can put the Freon back into the outside unit and store it and then shut it back off, and it just like it was when we bought it, according to that video. And then you can unhook it and move it. And probably have to get an extension for the line set to move that stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah, a lot of planning. I think that's the problem is we plan too much.
Too much ahead.
Too much at one time because all the stuff that we want and trying to make it happen all at one time just ain't feasible. So we're going to have to flip a coin between extending the house, building onto the house, or the greenhouse. Or we could do the greenhouse first and then start, framing up the back. But we need to move the panels off the back porch whenever we move the other panels too. That way they're done and out of the way. Because those definitely have to be moved.
Yeah, I got to spray that thing and then put the panels.
Yep.
Up on the chicken lot.
Yeah, the back porch, we still ain't never put no water solar or nothing on it. And that's because I know I'm going to be tearing it down.
Yes.
The mini split, yeah. We got to move the mini split back because, it's right up against the back of the house. We got to move that. Whenever we start adding on, we'll have to move it back 12 feet. So I need to buy like a 15-foot line set extension. And I'm not going to move the inside unit because it's pretty much where it's going to stay. And the lines run down the back side of the house. And whenever I frame it up, I'll tube put it inside the wall. Restud the whole wall and just leave the line set inside the studs there. Then down through the floor and move it out to where we're going to put the new one at. So we have to move all that stuff. And that's just to start building on. The water tanks, I have to move all those. Kind of like to figure out a way to, we can just move them. I was going to say like keep them kind of inside, you know what I mean? But we just move them when we build on them, move them to back behind it, and then finish doing what I started, boxing them in and stuff.
Boxing them in, yeah.
Yeah. Increase the value, yeah. Yeah, it will, but I mean, in all honesty, as far as the value of the house and the land and stuff like that, we don't never plan on selling it. It'll go to the grandkids and stuff like that. To the kids and the grandkids. And hopefully they won't sell it. You never know anymore, but
hopefully not.
They always say the number one way to find out exactly how greedy people are is let somebody die in the family.
Yeah.
And the family is the ones that'll get you. Just exactly how greedy people are. But, I mean, hopefully they'll hang on to it. They'll see the value in it. But, there again, I'm going to stick to my original assumption is, and you're going to put me on PG for just a minute. The world's going to turn to shit, and it's going to do it real quick. And I think we'll be using it for more than we are now.
Oh, yeah.
In some form or another.
Something's going to happen.
Something is going to be life altering. I don't know what, I ain't a psychic, but I know how to read the signs on the wall too.
Read in between the lines.
Yeah. Well, are you ready?
Mm-hmm.
Ready to end
Sure.
it? All right, guys.
Early.
Yeah. It's 10 after 10, but anyway, we're gonna stop this one here. We just figured we'd jump on here. We'll try to jump on again tomorrow night too.
Try for like 7 maybe.
Yeah, I'll schedule it ahead of time. Maybe we'll get on between 7 and 8 again tomorrow night, just to kind of sit around and bull crap with everybody. Maybe we'll have something to talk about, but
What's it say?
odds are we
Use
won't.
it for collateral for future projects.
Yeah, use it for collateral for future projects. Yeah.
We witnessed that firsthand with Papa.
Yes, we did,
Property.
Ashton. Exactly. Yes,
I
we
remember
did.
that.
People come out of the woodworks wanting their share of the money.
Yeah, I remember y'all going through that.
Mm-hmm. I didn't want nothing to do with it whatsoever. I signed my part of it out. I done it. I was gone. And that's gone now. So,
Mm-hmm.
but anyway, it is what it is. You know, it's life. But it's hard to watch something that somebody
Built all their life.
took out their whole life to develop and fix.
They dedicated all that time.
And a month after they're dead, just done. It's gone. You know, it's just nothing. I've seen that happen many times, actually. I mean, but yeah, mom and daddy's place was prime example. But anyway, guys, we're gonna call it. We'll be back on tomorrow. Well, we'll try our best to be. I'll go ahead and schedule it for like an hour out or 30 minutes out or something like that. Give people time to get your popcorn, Ashton.
And your potty break.
Yep. Arkansas said he'd be right back. All right, but if we're not here, we'll be back tomorrow. We're probably going to end it, and we'll be back around 7, 8 o'clock tomorrow.
Y'all have a good night.
Yep. Yeah. Thank you, everybody, for coming in.
Yeah, thank you.
We'll be back.
Mm-hmm.